I'm throwing this out there in advance. There's nothing wrong with the screen. I have this actually paused. It's the 20th of July. That's Friday, the 20th of July, just to show that this is in fact today and not when this was originally recorded. This was originally recorded back in, I think it was the 29th or 30th of April when the Onslaught became a thing, because I did a AKLato vandal video because I thought I'd actually done one. So it was 5 years later than it should have been. And during that, I had an issue recording that because I kept seeing the same part and I kept having to. I kept starting over because I was winding myself up with it. So I recorded it, then instantly jumped in and started recording this. I found this in the depths of an archive where it shouldn't have been. This should have been put up on the 1st of May, maybe? It should have been put up a few days after the AKLato Vandal video, so it made more sense, whereas now it just sounds like the ranting of a madman. And from a madman who likes to rant, I will now pass you back to the past madman who's ranting about, well, you can probably tell from the title of the video. During my AKLato Vandal video, I actually cut out about 2 minutes where I talked about, and this is where things can go really bad. It's probably in the title of the video, so I don't know why I'm pausing to say it. The AKLato primes, and how there's nothing stopping them from doing it. This came about because I was talking about how I was waiting for the AKLato Vandals to return that needed 2 AKLato Vandals that would justify the return of the AKLato Vandal and bring a new Vandal all at the same time. But it never happened. I expected it. It just never really happened. And then the AKLato Vandal returned all by itself. The AKLato Prime cannot return. It is in the terms of the Founder program, will never be available in the game. Only way to get it is through the Founder Pack, and the Founder Pack has gone. Legally, if they were to release the AKLato Prime, the Scanner Prime, or Excalibur Prime into the game, anybody who has become a Founder, paid for access to these things, can consult a solicitor and get their money back. That is one of the reasons why it has never returned. And the reason I'm saying it like that is because I was reading a Twitter thread, feed, conversation, whatever you want to call it, where somebody got into this in a lot of detail about why the Prime will never return. They can return the Founder program. Nothing stopping them, apart from they said they wouldn't. It's just those items would never be available in the game. And this is where the AKLato Prime would not... What's the word I'm looking for? I had it in my head a second ago. It would not break any of these terms. Not the word I was going to use. I had the whole legal term and it's gone. Would not breach those terms, is another one I could say. Because the AKLato Prime is not a AKLato Prime. It is 2 AKLato Primes. Technically, they could go through the whole legality of, well, technically it's 2, so it is still the same weapon that's returning and you can build it within the game, but really it's not. You just have to be really clever, and as long as they made it so you built 2 of them and had no access to 1, so it would require 2 barrels, 2 handles, and a link to build, yeah, they probably could, and under all legal terms and everything else, it would be perfectly fine. I think the reason that this never happened, hasn't happened, probably will never happen, is simply because it would annoy the people who basically helped make the game by supporting it and becoming founders to begin with. I would love to say it, but I can't really say on this because I don't have a AKLato Prime. I never upgraded to that point and would really love to see it return so I could, but would never pay that kind of money for, because it wouldn't go from the existing Founder program, it would have to be a whole new program, and yeah, I'm not paying that kind of money for one weapon. I'm silly, I'm not stupid. There are so many different ways I can get my hands on that without actually getting my hands on that as well. But I haven't for other reasons. So, what do you think in the comments section below? Because I'm really interested as to what other people think about this. Would the AKLato primes be a violation of the Lato prime returning in game or not? If they change the visuals of it, maybe instead of like 6.9 impact, it being 6.8, it would have different stats, a slightly different appearance, then it wouldn't be the same weapon. I know this is never going to happen, but after cutting that out of the Lato Vandal video, it's just left me with the question of, am I wrong here? Or is it possible that they could do this because the dual wielding weapons are separate to the single-handed ones? You don't equip one in one hand and one in the other. You have either one or you equip both. So technically it's a different weapon. What do you think? Let me know in the comments section below. Anyway, we'll leave this off here for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch yous next time.